What's up guys, it's me Eric B, and right here we have a 2022 Suzuki GSX-S GT 1000. So this is a touring bike made by Suzuki, and this is really the first time I've actually seen one of these in person, and I didn't even know they developed a bike like this. So I'm out here at Fort Campbell Auto Sales here in Clarksville, Tennessee, and I'm gonna be doing a first ride on this bad boy. And like I said before, it's the first time I've seen something like this before. You know, you got the boxes and everything on the back, makes for a nice touring bike. It probably competes with like bikes like KTM and the Ducati Multistrada. But yeah, but being a sport bike guy, man, this thing looks cool. It's kind of like it's giving off some Yamaha MT10 vibes in the front there, as you can see with the headlights. But overall, it has a nice design, very sharp lines. It's kind of boxy and stuff like that. And usually with Suzuki's, they have like this huge exhaust muffler on the side, especially on the 1000s. But this one actually isn't too bad. Now, the cool thing with this bike is it does have the engine, the 999cc engine from the GSXR 1000 in this bike. I don't know how the tuning is and stuff like that. It's probably tuned a little bit different, maybe even different internals. And then you do get Brembo monoblock calipers here in the front, as you can see. And then we do get KYB shocks front and rear. The other cool thing about this bike is they actually put a TFT display on this bike. And when you guys see the B-roll, you'll see it. And then when we get out on the road, I'll show you guys. But on the GSXR 1000, for the longest time, they've had that LCD display on it. I don't understand why they won't update it, because every other 1000, even some 600s now have TFT displays. So this bike has it. Why won't they put it on the GSXR 1000? All right, guys, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get this thing out on the road, talk about it a little bit. Before we do that, as always, let's cut to the B-roll. All right, let's go ahead and get the show on the road. All right, so here's this display I was talking about. You guys can see it here. It actually takes a minute to boot up. Boom, look at that thing, man. It looks so beautiful. Oh my goodness, and a bunch of information on the screen and everything. So nice. All right. Literally sounds like a GSXR 1000, just in touring form. Not bad at all. All right, back it on up here. Now the clutch on here is really close. Like you're barely letting off and it's already grabbing.
Grab it!
All right, so we are going to check something here real quick with this quick shifter. I don't know if it has a quick shifter on it. I thought that it did, both up and down, but about to find out here. Let's see, downshift, yep, so it does have a quick shifter up and down. All right, so I've been having some technical difficulties with my GoPro here, so hopefully the wind isn't too wild for you guys. Whoa, almost killed it. That's what I'm saying. The clutch is like super touchy on here. All right, so right off the bat, man, this thing is very comfortable. The ergonomics is set up for the long haul. So you're sitting very upright. The handlebar position feels very nice. Peg position is good, and it rides very smooth. And it's very touchy, like throttle, the clutch and everything. You got to be really careful when you first start riding it, but obviously as you ride this bike over time, you'll get used to it. Yeah, man, it's got some power too. So in terms of power, this thing's putting down close to 140 horsepower and about 60 pound-feet of torque. And then this thing weighs about 520 pounds. So she's kind of heavy, you know what I'm saying, for the amount of power that it puts out and everything, but it still feels pretty good. I'll open it up a little bit once we get further down the road. And that quick shifter is pretty smooth. Now, I will say the brakes aren't as, they don't grab as much. I have to give it a lot more force. We're not even really going that fast. But that could be a number of things, you know, maybe the brakes need to be bled or something like that. I don't really know how long this bike has been seating, but not bad, but could be better. Don't want to kill this thing as I start off. Yeah, man, the ergonomics on here feels so good. I could definitely go on a nice long road trip with this thing, and even just riding around town, this thing would be perfect. If you got back problems and stuff, you know, as I get older, I'm starting to have lower back issues myself. Something like this would be nice just to go back and forth to work and stuff like that, because you do have these boxes on the back here, and you could store all types of stuff in it, you know what I'm saying? And that way you don't have to worry about bringing a book bag or anything like that, you know? Do that all the time on my sport bikes. Now, with this being a heavier bike, you really don't feel it that much on the road. It's just when you're like in the parking lot trying to maneuver it, you definitely feel the weight and everything. But overall, man, very smooth bike. The throttle is really smooth, linear as you get on the gas. And then as you can see on the display here, you get a lot of information. I like the way the tach looks, how it's like nice and big off to the side right there with the big mile per hour number. You get the fuel gauge, you get miles till empty, and then you have all your modes and everything. Now, I don't know if you can actually change the way the display looks, but you have power modes that you can change right there at the top where it says A. Shows you your gear indicator, your traction control, and then if your quick shifter is on or off. But I'm really digging this display, man. It is very nice, very clear. It's 6.5 inch, so not bad. Still don't understand why they won't throw this in the GSXR 1000. All right, let's open her up a little bit here. All right, she's quite docile. She doesn't really, it's not as touchy and quick on, you know, when you try to turn in, really slow. I was hitting that turn and it was like really slow to move. I was like, what? All right, let's see here what she does from second. Okay, not bad for a touring bike, man. She's got some get up and go. Not bad, not bad. So like I said, this is an engine from the GSXR 1000 in this bike, and it's got some get up and go. But I will say the brakes, as I was braking there, they do not stop and grab all that good, and that can be fixed with some different pads and stuff like that. And you could probably also change out to steel braided brake lines if it's not already on here, which I highly doubt that it is. I had the same issue when I had my Yamaha MT10. The brakes didn't grab that well, and that was just an issue with that bike. And the same thing is being displayed here. So I said this does have KYB suspension. It is somewhat adjustable here, trying to see there, but this bike is not meant for taking twisties very well. She felt like an old Cadillac. Oh yeah, first gear is nice. The mirrors and everything are pretty nice on here. They don't vibrate or rattle. They have a good field of view. And I like this windscreen, this tall windscreen that's on here. It's a huge windscreen, and I don't know if this is aftermarket, but with it being the brand that it is, I would assume that it is. But I like the high windscreen here, so you can kind of tuck down below it a little bit when you're you know, when you're really getting on it. But if you're just standing up straight, just cruising, I still feel a lot of wind coming around this area of my helmet. It's not hitting me in the chest or anything like that, so that's a good thing. This does have cruise control. This is supposed to have heated grips, but I'm not sure where it's at, because on stuff like, you know, S1000 stuff, it actually has a a little button that you hit to turn the heated grips on. No big vibrations or anything like that in the foot pegs or anything. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it'll lean over a little bit, but it's really slow to react. Like I said before, this bike isn't really made for that purpose. It's made for just chilling, cruising, touring, you know. And as far as the looks goes, man, I think it looks awesome. I don't know, like, you know, like always, looks are subjective. A lot of people probably don't like the way that it looks, but I do prefer bikes that have those strong, sharp lines. They're kind of boxy and stuff like that. Not really rounded like the GSXR 1000, which is more kind of rounded and smooth in its shape, if you will. Man, those brakes, man. The way that this thing handles is weird. But she like gets up and moves, and the shifts are really quick and smooth. All right, guys, I just wanted to do a quick little first ride for you guys for this thing so you can see what it's about. If you are in the area and you're looking to pick this specific bike up, definitely check out Fort Campbell Auto Sales. And if you're new to the channel, man, you want to see more videos like this, definitely hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.